good morning. I'm Pastor Nadia from the Mill Creek campus, and I'm a mom of 3 crazy kids. Today, I am so excited to kick off week 4 of our ingredients series. We get to talk about one of my personal favorites because it has all to do with our mind. But first, who knows what day it is? That's right, it's Mother's Day, and moms are incredible. They juggle so many different things, especially right now. There are house cleaners, our cooks, our nurses, our teachers. They are just so awesome. And I know some moms who have this quality that we're going to talk about today. But first, let's kick it off with worship.
All right, guys, let's sing another worship song. We're going to sing Hurricane. Isa, come join me. We're going to start with Enter Like a Rushing Wind.
Hi there, I'm Molly, and my family goes to Lake Stevens Gold Creek. So far in our ingredients series, we've learned about truth, obedience, and mercy. This week we got a big one, wisdom. Wisdom means knowing right from wrong, according to what God says. God is eager to give us wisdom if we ask for it. It starts by listening to Him and learning from Him. When we do, He will help direct us.
Hi, my name is Hope, and we go to Gold Creek Warrenville campus. I'm Martin First. What ingredient are we talking about?
We're talking about that God gives us wisdom.
Have to do with a sponge and
Because this is us, this is God's words. Squirt. Squirt it, brother. Squirt.
Now, Dad, well, what does it have to do with wisdom? Being filled with God's knowledge is good. We learn about God. That's wisdom. Look at all that wisdom when I squeeze it.
Exactly. When we do right in hard times, that's wisdom.
Hi, I'm Kinsley. I go to Gold Creek, Mill Creek campus. I loved that object lesson and learning about wisdom today. You know who I think has a lot of wisdom in my life? My mom. I definitely have a lot to look up to with her. Wisdom comes from learning from God's Word. How do we do that? From reading our Bibles. Today's memory verse is, "For the Lord grants wisdom, from his mouth comes knowledge and understanding." Proverbs 2:6. Do you know who the wisest man in the Bible was? Besides Jesus, of course. Let's check out our Bible story to find out.
David was old. He had been the king of Israel for many years, and now his son Solomon was going to be king. God had promised David that Israel's king would always be someone from his family. Before David died, he gave Solomon some instructions. "Be strong and brave, Solomon," David said. "Obey God and you will be successful. God will keep his promise that every king of Israel will come from our family." When David died, Solomon became the king of Israel. One night, God appeared to Solomon in a dream. God said, "Solomon, ask for anything you want, and I will give it to you." Anything? A king might have asked to live a long life or to have lots of riches. Solomon could have asked God to give him victory over all his enemies. But Solomon did not ask to be rich or to have a long life. Solomon wanted to be a good king. He asked for something even better. Solomon prayed, "God, I am young, and I do not know very much about being a king. Please make me wise and obedient to you. Help me know the difference between right and wrong. Help me lead your people well." God was happy with Solomon's request. God said, "I will give you wisdom. In fact, I will make you more wise and understanding than anyone who has ever lived. No one in the future will ever be as wise as Solomon." Then God said, "Because you asked for wisdom, I will also give you what you did not ask for: long life, riches, and honor. You will be greater than any other king during your lifetime." Solomon woke up and realized God had spoken to him in a dream. Solomon praised God and offered sacrifices to worship him. Solomon was a wise king who wanted to do God's plan. God planned to give his people a greater and wiser king, his son, Jesus. Jesus completely trusted God with his life. Jesus surrendered his own life to die on the cross for our sin.
Wisdom is hard to get, but God gives us people to look up to, including our own moms. What we have to do is trust God, sprinkle in some obedience, mix in some mercy, and stir it all together with wisdom. I love that Solomon asked for wisdom when he could have asked for anything else that he wanted. It reminds me of how important wisdom is in our lives. God gives us people in our lives that we can learn from, that can teach us about God, what God has to say. That's my mom. Moms are literally the best. And on Mother's Day, we should show them how much we love them. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. Mommy, where are you? Hey guys, I'm Eno, and I'm Elon. We're from the Mill Creek campus, and today we're going to make a wisdom smoothie. A wisdom smoothie, what's that? It's a smoothie with healthy and delicious ingredients. I'm going to show you how to choose good foods that can be delicious too. For this recipe, you're going to need milk, ice, and fruit. Not yet. Oh, some ice. It's okay. Yeah. This is yummy. It is. Yummy doesn't always have to mean chocolate, although I do love chocolate. Wise choices can mean too. What do you think, should we give some to Mom? Yeah, let's do it.
Man, I love smoothies, and that smoothie looked delicious and full of wise food choices. It's so awesome to hear about wisdom because God gives us wisdom to help us make wise choices in all situations. And especially right now when it's really hard, we need to use our wisdom to make good choices. A way to build your wisdom is getting into your Bible every day. Maybe you could make some family time to get into your Bible right now. Maybe you could spend some time with your mom in your Bible. And speaking of moms, we have a fun activity for you this week to show her just how wise you really are. We've got a Mother's Day bingo just for you, actually just for her. So there's choices on there just like feed the dog, clean your room, do your chores. You can show Mom just how much you love her by completing your Mother's Day bingo. And when you do get a bingo, you can turn it in and show us, and you can get a treat to share with you and your mom. If you go to goldcreek.org, down to additional resources, you can print out the activity packet or find out ways to get it and turn it in, which will be awesome. So let's finish up today's lesson on wisdom with our last worship song. So get up and celebrate your mom.
All right, you guys, let's stand up. Issa, come join me. We're going to use our voices of freedom. Get ready and sing it out.
My heart was captured, sin held me captive. Now 'cause of you, God, I'm set free. I feel like dancing, I can't help moving. I got this crazy joy creeping up in me. Whoa, let's wake the city up. Whoa, when the crowds go home and the hype dies down, we will sing 'cause we're unashamed. Just like Paul and Silas, when I stay quiet, whenever we praise, we sing with voices of freedom. We sing with voices of freedom. We sing with voices of freedom. You give me purpose, you keep your promise. I hear your spirit call to me to be the difference, to live for Jesus, to shine a light now for freedom. When the crowds go home and the hype dies down, we will sing 'cause we're unashamed. Just like Paul and Silas, we're not staying quiet whenever we praise. We sing with voices of freedom. When the crowds go home and the hype dies down, we will sing 'cause we're unashamed. Just like Paul and Silas, we're not staying quiet whenever we praise. We sing with voices of freedom. We sing with voices of freedom. We sing with voices of freedom. We sing with voices of freedom.